come outside and sweat it out in our field.
Oh, it's been a long 4 days.
What are you talking about? What's going on out there?
We're getting ready for October, our hay rides, our pumpkin patch. We're super excited.
Yeah, we are super excited about this. We love pumpkins, but more than that, we love people.
We do.
And this is, people come out for this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
People are already on our Facebook asking, when's the patch going to be open, and getting ready. And so this is just one of the ways that we extend God's love to the community.
Yeah.
There's a lot happening on campus today.
There is.
So you guys have been working hard, and you can almost see it. Just try to imagine.
You have to zoom in.
You have to
zoom in really close.
Do the pinchy thing. So we're doing this. We are on campus, but we're not at our typical spot, so we can't actually. I don't know if you can see comments and stuff.
Let's see.
So hopefully we can, but the whole idea with this time is just a weekly check-in. How are you doing? To share some of the news of what's going on for the weekend coming up, as well as to talk a little bit about the themes for worship service. And then also just whatever's going on. We'd love to hear what's going on with you. What are the kinds of things we're praying for, and how we can continue to be the family together.
Good morning, Aunt Lisa.
Hey-o.
It's lunchtime now, so good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
The morning goes so fast.
What's for lunch, I wonder?
Oh, I don't know.
What does Aunt Lisa eat?
Probably a salad.
A salad?
She's good like that.
Do you put salmon on the salad?
I'm sure she doesn't.
Oh, it's really good.
Okay.
Been eating a lot of salmon lately.
Sounds
So anyway, if you want to tell us what you're eating, I am super interested. Yeah, so Alicia, do you want to tell us the big news about the patch and what's coming up?
So we're excited, but this year it'll be a little different. Our friends that usually run the patch for us,
Including supplying the pumpkins.
Supplying the pumpkins and everything, and the tent and all of that, are unfortunately sick. So they need our prayers. They are in the hospital. So let's keep praying for them. But, we made a quick decision and decided that we didn't want to disappoint our community. We didn't want to disappoint the kids that are already signed up to come. And so pumpkins will be here next week. Rachel called around a bunch of places and found where we could get some pumpkins last minute. Normally you have to book them 6 months out.
Yeah.
So we got really lucky. We're going to have a sign-up sheet because now we're manning it. So the times we set up are 4-hour increments. During the weekend, we'll be here all day. On Sunday, we'll start afternoon. What are you doing?
I'm getting ready.
Getting ready for what? They can't see you. You're not on the screen anymore.
I'm stretching.
He's preparing for the pumpkin patch. So anyways, we're super excited about it. But it's going to take oh my gosh. I don't know what we're doing here. Stop stretching.
Do you know why I'm stretching?
No.
Because we get to unload the pumpkins.
Okay, I wasn't even there yet.
Sorry.
We will.
Please get there.
Yeah, thanks for rushing me. Okay, so pumpkins are going to come next week. We don't have a date yet because as soon as we get the call that the truck is on its way, we'll have a 3-day notice. So we'll put out an email, make some phone calls, get people here. We've got over 2,000 pumpkins to unload. So we're stocking up on pallets and going to work on a tent today. And so we're excited.
Yeah, man. So if you've never unloaded pumpkins from a tractor trailer, you are in for the afternoon or morning or evening of your lives. It's super fun. It's super hard work and super stinky, but it is super fun. To be part of a human chain that moves pumpkins from deep inside the bowels of a truck to our lovely patch. So it's going to be really fun. So this Sunday, it's interesting what you were just talking about, how we got news that, we're concerned for Maurice and for Gina, and we've been praying for them. Please join us in that, and staying in contact with them, as well as making these plans that we've had to make. Our hearts are in both of those places, care and concern, as well as that hustle of, doing what we feel God has called us to do with our community. You mentioned the kids that come that are already signed up, you might not know this, but we've got local schools that do field trips to the pumpkin patch. And
schools and daycares.
Homeschool yeah. And so you're lining up the volunteers to receive those kids, to read stories, do crafts, all that fun stuff.
Yep, pay rides.
So it's just a great way for kids to experience the love of God on a field trip. How cool is that?
Awesome.
So, in the middle of all of that, we're also doing our regular pattern of the people of faith seeking God's heart in the middle of the world. And so worship is, that weekly check-in. And so we're shifting gears, a little bit. It might not feel like it because we're still doing God's big story, but we're shifting away from the Egypt section to the wilderness section. We're calling it Wildlands. And we're seeing this scene over these next 5 weeks of how God and the people come together in the wilderness. And it starts with, they get out there, right? And they packed everything they have, but you can only pack so much for a road trip. Right. And they're running out of sandwiches. So they're upset about it. They're like, did you pack the extra bread? No, I thought you got it. So they're upset about it. And what do you do in a situation that you really can't fix? You get mad at God. And so they get mad at God, and God helps them out. God takes care of them. And so we're going to be talking about this Sunday. God sends quail in the middle of the evening that, are delicious. You just pick them up and eat them. They're like apples. They're like feathery apples. I don't know how to cook quail. And then
me either.
But they're delicious.
I bet.
And then there's another place where they're super thirsty. They ran out of Gatorade, and God supplies water from inside of a rock. I love these stories. And then my favorite is, in the morning, they wake up, and God tells them what's about to happen, but in the morning they wake up, and there's this weird, like, feathery, flaky dew that dries into these, like, flakes, and they eat it, like, off the ground. And it's delicious.
I guess when you're hungry.
When you're hungry. And the Bible does say it tastes how good it tasted. And so there's these, kind of predictable ways, like, hey, the quail come in, you grab and you eat them, as well as these really surprising ways where God brings, a dew that turns into bread. We keep seeing that. And so what I'd like for us to be thinking about, and we have a few minutes if you want to tell us, what are some of the ways that God has surprised you with something that you need? And how did that come through? Like for us,
the pumpkins.
I was
going to say, that's a really easy one now.
I know that we got the news and our hearts are sick for our friends, but then we're also like, well, we've already made made all these plans. We've got all these people counting on us. How on earth are we going to find a pumpkin patch's worth of pumpkins with what, 2 weeks to go? When did we get the news? Last week?
Last Thursday afternoon.
Yeah. You got another one?
So, of course, that's the only one my brain is going to because I've been out in the wilderness setting up sites. So all I'm thinking about is pumpkins.
Yeah.
You should share yours.
Okay. So here's mine. It's such a dumb story, but it's important to me. So I was having a really bad day down in South Florida, I guess probably when we were in Fort Lauderdale. And so I went to Publix to get me a cookie. A sadness cookie. And it wasn't, I think I was, between meetings or something. I wasn't like at my Publix. I was, in another town near there. And so I park in the Publix and I have my little prayers of sadness. And then, I go in to shop for my cookie of sadness. And I found, you know what a black and white cookie is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm going to try one of those. That looks like exactly what I need. And so, whatever. I tell the nice lady working at the bakery, I'd like one of those, please. And then, I got this feeling as she's handing me the bag or whatever. I got this feeling like she put 2 cookies in there. I asked for one, and the label only said one, but I just had this feeling. And sure enough, I get to the car, two
had 2
cookies. I had 2 cookies because God knew I was sad that day, and I ate my feelings in the car. I mean, it doesn't have to be a huge, big
No,
thing.
it
can be
doesn't.
an extra cookie for sadness.
Yes. So that's what I was just going to say was it doesn't have to be some crazy big event,
Yeah.
right? Or something crazy like that. It could just be as simple as giving you 2 cookies
Yeah.
to help with your sadness.
Isn't that,
I love it.
Isn't that great? It's just like God. We keep looking and praying for the big thing.
Yeah.
You know, whatever that big thing that's hanging over that, oh God, please, you've got to move here, change this, help her, whatever it is. And certainly we keep praying that, and God hears those prayers and acts. But I know that if we got more used to seeing things like that extra cookie was a little wink from God.
Yeah.
You know, or just the little simple things that that happen all around us. I think we'd see that there is just so much, I think, overwhelming evidence that God is providing for us, God is blessing us.
Well, it's his little way of saying, like, so you wanted 1 cookie, just so you know, I'm here.
Yeah.
Here's 2.
Yeah.
If we could look for, you know, in hard times like that or sad times, we're always like, oh, man, I need God. Like, but he's there. You don't need him. He's there. He's already there. You don't have to ask for him. You don't have to wish he was here. He's there.
You just reminded me, part of my favorite part of that story is that I don't even remember what I was sad about.
The cookies cured it all.
I know. All that, it's just gone from my memory. What I remember is the blessing.
Yeah.
Right?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So everybody, get you a black and white cookie.
Yeah. And
God's giving out free cookies, y'all. No. So, you know, be in prayer for all of this, you know, because we are seeing how God provides. We're seeing how God provides with the other changes going on in the church, the people that God is bringing to us to be a part of the church family, to join in and help with the work that is happening around here, including the seasonal work like the pumpkin patch, people already signing up, letting us know they're interested and ready to help out. You know, be in prayer for all of that. Be in prayer for how God is calling you to be the answer to that prayer.
Yes.
To be the blessing for someone else, you know, to be someone's surprise. Look how good God is. Look what she did. Look what he just said. And this Sunday, though, we're on our normal flow. We've got our 9:30 worship service online and in person.
And an 11 o'clock traditional. Are you waiting for me to tell you the next one?
Yeah.
And an 11 o'clock.
That was a seamless handoff.
Oh, okay.
That's what that was.
Didn't get it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I missed the catch.
Sports.
So 11 o'clock traditional in person. We're excited about that as well. 5 o'clock is our youth group. We start a new, it's actually a Halloween theme, but
Ooh, spooky.
But it talks about growth.
Spooky skeletons.
Yep, nope, we're not doing that one.
Okay.
So that'll be fun. And Bible study, that's on Wednesday.
Yeah, we're doing Bible study on Wednesday. We're hitting the last half of the book of Hosea. And I started something new, which might help you if you've been thinking about coming to the Bible study, but now you're like, I've already missed it. I don't want to. I'm printing up the notes of what we're doing each week. And so you can show up, boop. There's the notes. You're right on target with everybody else.
That's
so
awesome.
Wednesdays, 10:30 in the morning, 6:30 in the evening. We've got folks joining us through Zoom. So if you need to do that, if you're far away or it's just inconvenient for you to come here on Wednesdays, we can get you connected. Let us know.
And I do want to add something about the pumpkin patch.
Sure.
So I did have a couple people say to me, well, I can't lift the pumpkins. I can't, I had someone say, I'm a lot older than you, so I can't lift the pumpkins. And that's okay. You don't have to lift the pumpkins. Yeah. We need someone that is manning the payment part and manning the measuring the pumpkins. So we'll get you a seat. Doesn't matter how old or how young you are. Come out and hang out with us and help us bless this community. Yeah,
there really is. I mean, there's some heavy jobs where we need people with strong backs, but really, you know, what we need is just the hearts of the people.
Yeah.
You know, for the folks to come to the patch and be like, man, there's something about this Wesley Church family where they just love people. Yeah. You don't have to have a super strong back to do that. So yeah, sign up and let's be the family out in the patch.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
See y'all later. Have a great
You know
rest of your week.
what
Oh,
would be a
sorry.
really good treat?
Yes?
A butterscotch milkshake.
No, thanks.
Okay, all right. Have a good week, everybody.